gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns in all the world.
Handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Hello, buddy. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. I'm your main host today, Mark Machaka. We got ourselves a teams match here. We got a big one today. We got Kumite going up against Jersey Boys. I am very excited for this match. I think we're in for a really good one. I think I'm usually worse at talking these up. Dylan is usually better than me. Why don't you go ahead and do that, Dylan?
Yeah, I also think this is a very exciting one. Look, I mean, Kumite, obviously former champions, in the conversation as one of the greatest teams of all time. Very excited to see what they can do here today. But I think the real story here today is Jersey Boys, who have just been on ever since like tag team turmoil last year, where I think they were like one of the biggest like standouts of that whole event. Like they really surprised me there. And had a great performance there. Since then, they've been on an absolute heater. They took out really strong teams like Sam and Tom and the Future to get to this point. Now they're one match away from a number one contender match. But like I said about their opponents for today, they're going up against one of the best teams of all time. So this is, I think, probably going to be their biggest test. So we'll see if they're up to it. Should be a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Kumite has been here. Kumite has been here forever. We're all aware of how good Kumite is.
Yeah.
Jersey Boys, we're not 100% sure. We've seen some good things, and today we will find out just how good they are. Go ahead and bring in Jersey Boys talking about them. It's Dean and Igor. How you guys doing today?
Feeling good. I think we're pretty chill about this one. I think we're just ready to play, ready to be tested by a great team, and see what we got.
Yep, we played some great teams already. These guys are former team champs, so hey, if we get to a contender match, great. If not, we lost the former team champs, so let's do our best and get it going.
All right, short and sweet. Then we'll bring in your opponents today. Kumite, we got Jake, and we got Bill. There he is. He's down there. All right, how you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm coming into this one pretty relaxed, like our opponents. I've been I've been excited for this one. I'm just I just love playing with Bill. I know Bill's kind of in different circumstances right now, so I am curious, how is that coal-infested West Virginia air treating you right now?
So funny enough, most of the directions for the places I have to go to involve the phrase "turn off the paved road," and then I have to disappear into the fucking wilderness. Also, movies don't lie. I poured myself my first night here in my hotel. I got a water cup. I filled it up. That shit looked like milk. So I've been drinking strictly bottled water ever since. So I don't even brush my teeth in this shit. I can't wait to go back to the land of fucking Wawas and streets.
Can't agree more. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
let's answer some questions.
Yeah, let's kick this pig.
All right. Interesting insight over where you're at, Bill. Let's go ahead and get started. Round number one. It's going to work like this. You're going to get 8 questions, each general movie categories. You have 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. At the end of that time, we'll ask that you show and verbalize your answer. You get a point for each correct answer, and any one of you gets all 8 correct. You will receive a bonus question, also worth a point. You also get 3 repeats and a challenge used throughout the match. Anything else before we get started? Cool. Get started with your first question in the category of mystery thriller. At what type of location is Verbal Kint caught by the police at the beginning of The Usual Suspects?
I will say I haven't heard Bill drop the "Let's kick this pig" line in a while, so that made me feel nostalgic. I like that.
This This may be me just not know. I did not realize that was like a thing that Bill usually says.
What? Do you? Oh, that's right. You don't watch our content. I forgot.
One, pens down. Yeah, let's go with that. Dean.
Couldn't think of anything other than the shipyard.
Okay. Bill.
I just wrote like the dock. So.
All right. Igor.
Yeah, I said docks.
And Jake.
I also said dock.
Yeah, dock, shipyard. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll take all of them. All are correct. So 2-2 going into your next question.
Thank God those aren't two different places. Okay, that's great. Igor gets that. Let's go.
I do.
Your next question will be in the category of everyone's favorite Oscars. Aside from Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix, name two other people that have both won an Oscar for playing the same character.
I think we're good to give you a little extra time for this one.
Yeah.
Do you need the people or I'm sorry, can I ask for clarification? Do you need the people or the character name?
We need the actors.
Yes. Yeah, if you're wondering why Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix were singled out there, blame Todd Phillips in the new movie.
Yeah.
Some gray area there now. Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, there really is not. There's not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Bill.
Please be thinking of the right thing. Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro.
Okay, Igor.
Yeah, that might make sense. I couldn't get anything down.
Okay, Jake.
What Bill said. Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro.
And Dean.
Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro.
Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro are correct. We also would have accepted Ariana DeBose and Rita Moreno.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know who any of those people are.
West Side Story. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Definitely don't know that.
Next question comes in the category of recent releases. A Real Pain is primarily set in what European country?
I think it's racist to ask for geography questions to Americans about foreign countries. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. So thank you. Shout out to Tony Durso. That is not how you spell that fucking country. I'm going to erase that right now. I'm losing my mind. I'm going stir crazy. I'm sorry. You guys should banter now.
I don't think we have time.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Never heard of this movie. France.
All right, you got it. Jake.
Poland.
Dean.
Poland.
Bill.
Well, I love you, Igor. France.
Excuse me. Poland is correct. So Dean and Jake getting that one, staying perfect.
Your next question will be in everyone's other favorite category of Westerns.
Okay.
William Holden, Ernest Borgnine, and Warren Oates all appear in what Western?
Do you say Westerns like that all the time? Like Westerns?
What do you mean?
Where do you get off?
Like what is this? Is this a cool
Said it
situation?
normally.
Like, what is this? Like, this better not be a thing. Like, I haven't noticed. I'm just noticing it now.
Say whip.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Yeah, let's go to Jake.
The Wild Bunch.
All right, Dean.
Yeah, I didn't get anything down.
Okay, Bill.
I didn't know. I guess the Magnificent Seven. I think that's a Western.
Igor.
I said the Searchers.
The Wild Bunch is correct. So Jake, only one getting that one. Halfway through round one, and the score is 6-4. Going into your next question, the category of drama. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close is set in what decade?
You've seen Hot Rod, right?
Yes, I have.
You should.
Why did
That
you say
movie
it
won
like
the.
that? I was just going to reference the scene where he says whiskey. He says, "Am I saying what weird?"
I feel
You
like
know,
you
you-
started out earlier the way you said hot. That was why, like, are you
yeah.
fucking? What is Dylan doing here right now?
You know that movie won the Oscar for being fucking rad as fucking hell.
What?
It's good.
Pens down. Let's go to Dean.
I got 2000s.
All right, Bill.
I got 2000s.
Okay. Igor.
No idea. 1970s.
Okay, and Jake.
2000s.
Yeah, 2000s is correct. You know, it was September 11th. You know. So.
Fucking
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock movie. I saw them all.
So your next question will come in the category of scores and soundtracks. The song "Grow Old with You" was written for what 90s comedy? And I'm getting all of the fan favorite categories. Oscars, Westerns, and scores and soundtracks. This is great.
Everybody loves them. Everybody picks them.
Dude, if fucking classics or musicals comes out of your mouth for the next question, I am going to puke fucking coat hangers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay tuned. Pens down. Bill.
The Wedding Singer?
All right, Igor.
I don't know. As good as it gets.
Okay, Jake.
The Wedding Singer?
And Dean.
Dang, I wrote down Grumpy Old Men.
The Wedding Singer is correct. So Kumite widens their lead 10-5, going into your penultimate question in the category of horror. In what horror film will you find a docile zombie named Bub who remembers parts of his past life?
Should have done more of a build up there, suspense, before you revealed the category. Is he gonna say musicals? Is he gonna say classics?
Well, I think we've established that you have the bad categories. So, like, if anybody should have a build up, probably should be you. 5.
Stay tuned.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Is there a movie about something like this called Fido?
Good movie. Jake.
I don't know why this came to my head. I said Return of the Living Dead.
Dean.
Got Day of the Dead.
And Bill.
And I have Land of the Dead.
Day of the Dead is correct.
Oh.
It was in my head.
Getting that.
Good ball. That was in my head.
Quiet, Ryko.
Going in the last question in the round.
Yep, your last question of the round will be in the category of animated.
Okay.
Who voices DJ's neighbor, Mr. Nebercracker, in Monster House? And what a film this is.
You know what's funny? My niece, this movie scared the shit out of her. And then proceeded to watch fucking Saw 2 with no problem. So figure that one out.
Wow.
She was 7.
I see.
Yeah.
This movie is kind of what made me like horror, I think, at a very young age.
God, Jesus, you sound
I know,
so hot.
I'm young.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
Yeah, I left my cane in the other room. Martin Landau.
Okay, Dean.
J.K. Simmons.
Bill.
Steve Buscemi likes to do voices. He sounds like he would be a good neighbor.
Igor.
Rough round for me. Ed O'Neill. I don't know.
Steve Buscemi is correct. So Bill.
Are you fucking serious?
So
That was a guess.
I have Bill with Bill.
Bill?
I have Kumite
I was just
coming in at 11.
He goes
Jersey Boys at 6. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have.
Great. Well, then we'll bring up the wheel. Going into round number 2, which, well, is the wheel round. I said bring up the wheel. Way Works are going to get Each team will get a chance to spin our wheel. If they like what they land on first, they can keep it. If not, they can elect to spin again, but they must keep what they land on the second time. You're going to get 5 questions, whatever category you land on, worth 2 points apiece, or you get checked down multiple choice for 1 point apiece. There is stealing, so, please, everybody, watch your asses. The categories that you can spin on today are post-1980 director filmography and directed by Ridley Scott, which are our strength categories for today, as well as musicals, Oscars, directors, comic book movies, biopics, romance, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Kumite, you are ahead, so it's up to you whether or not you want to spin first or defer.
What do you think, bud?
I'm fine going second. See
All
what
right,
we got to
yeah.
do to catch up.
Sounds good. All right. So beauty before age, boys. Go ahead.
Alrighty then. Then this will be Jersey Boy's first spin.
Yeah.
You land on comic book movies.
We'll
Like to
take
keep
that.
or spin again.
We'll
Yeah,
keep
that's what we all figured. Then Dylan, I'll get rid of this thing.
Do it.
Yeah, why don't you give them their comic book movies questions?
Sure thing. Your first question in the category of comic book movies. Oops. In Captain America Civil War, Spider-Man makes reference to what 80s movie when taking down Ant-Man?
Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
The Empire Strikes Back. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Jonah Hex takes place in what decade?
So it's post Civil War. How far?
Yeah. Should we go multiple to be safe?
I think we should go multiple to limit the steal because I don't know exactly.
Okay.
Two.
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, the 1870s, B, 1880s, C, 1890s, or D, the 1900s.
I'd go
I've got
earlier.
no good-
I think it's the 70s.
Okay, I've got no good reason for any others, so whatever you think.
I don't think it's significantly later because like they were all participants in the Civil War.
Okay.
So
Go for it.
1870s. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good job.
Excuse me. Your third question. Who plays lawyer and superhero Captain Amazing in Mystery Man? Or Mystery Men, sorry.
Oh, I definitely would know on multiple. Just let me think, though.
I haven't
need to read here.
seen this. We can use a repeat.
Yeah. Shoot.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat
Two.
question, please.
All right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. Who plays lawyer and superhero Captain Amazing in Mystery Men?
Oh, man, sorry. It's just not quite clear.
It's fine. If you need multiple, take it.
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Paul Rubens, B, William H. Macy, C, Eddie Izzard, or D, Greg Kinnear.
D. Greg Kinnear, I think.
Okay. He seems like the type.
I was like right there. I just couldn't
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
see his
That's
face.
all
I could
good.
only see Rob Lowe. D. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Nice.
Your next question. Who directed Ghost World?
Shoot. I think we probably.
Yeah, it's multiple. Multiple
Yeah,
choice.
Yeah.
Your options are A, Greg Matola, B, Alex Proyas, C, Terry Zwigoff, or D, Craig Gillespie.
Oh, I don't
B
know.
stood out to me, but I
Well,
don't
me
know why.
too. But like, did he do that too? Alex Proyas?
I don't know. That was
we'll
my
repeat
thought.
the options, please.
Sure. Yeah.
Right, that is your first repeat of the options, I believe. Your options again, is it A, Greg Matola, B, Alex Proyas, C, Terry Zwigoff, or D. Craig Gillespie?
Yeah, like I don't know. B stood out. I was like A and B are the ones that I was between, but I have no idea.
Okay, I'm okay with B. Let's do it.
Sure. B, final answer.
That is incorrect. Kumite for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Greg Matola, B. Alex Proyas, C. Terry Zwigoff, or D. Craig Gillespie?
In a shocking turn of events, I also have no idea.
Oh, see, I do. So, do you care if I go for it?
No, please do. Yeah, I kind of knew you did. So.
Yeah, Terry Zwigoff, final answer.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
Also, Bad Santa.
That's a filmography.
Final question in this category. In Daredevil, what profession does the character Ben Urich have?
He's a journalist, right?
I think so.
Reporter.
Yeah.
I mean, journalist, I think is more accurate. Yeah, reporter, because he's not on TV. Journalist, final answer.
We can accept that for 2 points. That is correct. We had reporter, but
I mean, he's not
we
on
historically
TV. I
have
think
never
reporter's usually on TV,
differentiated
isn't it?
between the two, so we're good.
Fair enough. That's fine.
Oh, that. And Jersey Boys turn at the wheel. I have game all tied up at 12. Jersey Boys getting at 12, and Kumite with that steal. Getting where they need to be. We'll bring back up the wheel. And yeah, this will be Kumite's first spin. Did you land on Oscars? Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I would fucking not like to keep that.
You got it. Spin again, Dylan.
Yeah,
Okay.
Payson can eat ass. Spin again.
Use some syrup on it too this time.
Hey, look at that. You land on the other day.
There we go. Cool. All right.
All right. Take out the wheel, and yeah, I'll give you your questions in directors. First question. The Russo brothers made their directorial debut with which comedy?
It's I believe You, Me, and Dupree is the name of it.
Okay.
Final answer.
And that is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who directed Seconds, Grand Prix, and Black Sunday?
John Frankenheimer. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points.
I'm just here to look good at this point. So I'm just going to do that. Oh my God, I almost fell over.
Your next question. Aside from Spencer Confidential, what was the most recent film directed by Peter Berg?
Oh, jeez.
Didn't he do that Boston Marathon Bomber movie with Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, that was David Gordon Green. I'm trying to remember like what in order. I need multiple choice.
So if I'm multiple choice, it is.
All right. Multiple choice options are A, Triple Frontier, B, Mile 22, C, The Creator, or D, Sicario Day of the Soldado.
Okay, Mile 22 is the only one that he directed. So Mile 22, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Right. And your next question. Steven Soderbergh directed which remake of a Andrei Tarkovsky film?
Solaris,
Thank you. I was about to say that. Yep.
final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. Your final question in directors. Who directed an 80s Christmas comedy and a Christmas horror film?
Okay. Christmas. Oh man. I mean, I know I would get it on multiple.
All right. Yeah. I mean, we have a bit of a lead. So go for it. Let's
go
do
multiple.
Choice options are A, Woody Allen, B, Michael Dougherty, C, Joe Dante, or D, Bob Clark.
Didn't Bob Clark do Black Christmas?
Yeah, but
and A
that's
Christmas
not,
Story.
Yeah, but wait, is it 80s Christmas comedy and Christmas horror?
Yeah, because
Is that the question?
The Christmas Story came out in the 80s. I think
Yes.
that's
That's right. Say it.
3, 2.
Bob Clark. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
I knew something.
And with that, I have Kumite again to score up to 20. But yeah, taking clean sweep on that category. Jersey Boys still 12. Is that what you got, Dylan?
That is what I have.
All right, coolio. We're going into round number 3, which is our Pick Your Poison round. Our teams have drafted from our list of general categories before the match, and they will now draft from those categories again to see what they will answer here in round number 3. Once a category is selected, it cannot be picked or answered by their opponent. They get as many as 4 questions worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points apiece. The categories that they have chosen for today are sci-fi fantasy, action adventure, 2000s, the 1990s, comic book movies, horror, war, and directors. We're going to have our teams pick their categories, and hopefully we come back to finish this one out. All right, we're back. Our competitors have selected their categories, and this is the way it's going to go. We're going to go till we're either out of questions or one team has been mathematically eliminated. We will start with the team that is behind, which is Jersey Boys today. So, Jersey Boys, what are we taking for your 1 point question?
War?
Yeah,
Or
war sounds good.
2000s?
Yeah, let's go war.
War.
You got it, war. I will be giving you your round 3 questions. So here's your 1 pointer category of war. Who plays Private Max Erickson in Casualties of War?
I don't know.
Is that Michael J. Fox or is that Thin Red Line?
Ooh, no, it's not Thin Red Line. Should we use a repeater? Repeat, please.
One.
Repeat the question.
I think you're
All right,
right.
that's your second. Repeat your question again. Who plays Private Max Erickson in Casualties of War?
Yeah, I think you might be right. I mean, that's what I would want to go.
I haven't
that's what I
seen
wanna
this
go with.
one, so I know he's in a war movie. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's
which
not Thin
one.
Red Line. Yeah.
Okay. Michael J. Fox, final answer.
That is correct for
Good job.
1 point. All right. They get score up to 13. Still behind. What would you like to take for your 2 point question?
2000s.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Here's your 2 pointer. Category of the 2000s. Invictus takes place primarily in what country?
South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And yeah, you do need to hit both of these questions now to stay in the game. So what would you like to take for your 3 point question?
Do you want all the pressure on you on horror, or do you want to collaborate first?
Let's take sci-fi fantasy first, so we can collaborate, and then
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with horror. Yeah.
Sci-fi fantasy for free.
You got it. All right, here's your 3 pointer, sci-fi fantasy, and yeah, just again, hit both of these. All right, your question. In Willow, Finn Raziel is a sorceress that was cursed and turned into what kind of animal?
I don't know Willow.
Yeah, either. I don't know any of the animals that are in that.
Horse? I don't know. I have no idea.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your final. Repeat your question one last time. In Willow, Finn Raziel is a sorceress that was cursed and turned into what animal?
Frog. I don't know.
I don't know. I was thinking like crow, but I have no idea. Like a bird of some sort.
Okay, go for it.
He said what kind? He said what kind of animal, not specific. So that makes me think not a bird.
Okay, what should we say?
I don't know.
3.
Frog. Final answer.
And your winners Kumite. The correct answer was possum. Awesome. So with that, take out everybody, and I'm going to talk to Dylan real quick. Oh yeah, technical knockout. I always suck at saying that. It was a technical knockout here. So Kumite, yeah, like just so every time a Kumite comes in the ring, I feel like I'm always kind of surprised just by how good they play. Because I don't think there's a team that can come into a match as hot as Jersey Boys was today. And it just feels like it just didn't matter to Kumite. Kumite just kind of showed up, did what they did, played really solid round one, really was not phased by their round two category. And just like they just made it tough on Jersey Boys this entire match. It's tough to win a game. It's just the way it's tough for any team to win a game. Just the way if your opponent's playing like Kumite.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, Kumite, really, really strong performance here today. I mean, they between the two of them did not miss a whole bunch of questions. And I mean, Bill was doing what Bill always does, where he randomly, quote unquote, guesses the correct answer. We don't buy your shenanigans, Bill, anymore. We know you know the answer. But anyways, yeah, great match from them. Yeah, it was just Jersey Boys they kind of just let it slip away from them, I think, in round one, and it was just a little too much for them, I think, to come back from after that. But yeah, overall, I still think Jersey Boys have proven to be a top tier team in their own right. I mean, if you look at their past victories against like the teams that they've gone up against, I mean, they've had some really good performances. It just unfortunate it wasn't in the cards for them today. But I'm excited to see now Kumite has now punched their ticket to a number one contenders match, which familiar territory, I think, for them. So I'm excited to see what they could do. I think it'll be a good one.
Yeah. Goodness. Said it right. I don't know what I was going to lead into. Let's just go into post-match interviews. Start of second place finisher today, Jersey Boys. Bring in Dean. Bring in Igor. Yeah, guys. You had a really good run up until this point, and just it just happens when you play next match and your team just kind of plays nearly perfect, and there's really just not a whole lot you can do there. But other than that, how do you feel you did today?
I think today's okay. It was a great match by Kumite. There was no really room for us to make any sort of errors. But they're short matches, 3 rounds. You're getting not that many questions. I think this is a step back, but I think we're still coming after this. I think the next match we're going to bring it. We're not done now just because we lost right before the number one contender. We're going to keep coming. Just wasn't quite like our round 2. We spun exactly what we wanted. Not quite the comic book questions that lined up with us. I would have done better. I mean, it's easy to say, but I feel like I would have done better in directors, which is a category I never want. And I just knew some of those. It's just like they randomly line up that way sometimes. So just wasn't quite the comic book ones we wanted. We needed to kind of sweep that to stay in the game. Didn't do that. So then we, were forced to hit all the questions in round 3. Never where you want to be. So the Kumite played great, and we just didn't quite put enough points on the board today.
Yeah. At the end, eventually, we hit a bit of a wall today in the form of Bill and Jake, and they played great. So nothing. Hats off to them. My round 1 wasn't good. I'll put that on me because there was just not too many questions in my wheelhouse there. A lot of categories that I'm not particularly keen on, and even round 2, comic book movies weren't quite as strong as they were in previous matches. We've spun that. But yeah, we spun comic book movies, so it's not like we can complain the wheel didn't help us out. And even in round 3, we like the categories, but an 8-point gulf is just too much to surmount, even if without Kumite playing. So yeah, we'll be back. It's a setback, but ultimately we had setbacks last year. We came back from that, so I'm confident that next time it won't be the same. So.
Good deal. Season's not done yet. We got a tournament and turmoil coming up. We'll definitely see you back here again this season. But like just whenever we do bring it back, is there any team you're just like, man, we really want to beat the shit out of them? Is any team like that right now in the league?
Where's my beer can? I keep calling out your Milwaukee beers, and it still hasn't happened. I started having to throw beer cans at Cody. No, it's fine. Your Milwaukee beers would be great, but otherwise, no real names on the tip of my tongue.
Alrighty then. I'll see you down the road then, guys. I'll take you out, and we'll bring in your winners today. Kumite, Jake, Bill. Yeah, like I said it earlier today. You guys put on a very vintage performance today. Just played really well. Just made it really tough on your opponents. It just didn't really give them an in. Very, very clean game by both of you today. How do you feel like you did today?
I will say very clean game, like this bottle of water, not like this that came from the tap in my bathroom. So, water standards are important, kids. And fuck you, DuPont. Other than that, I'm doing good. I feel better. How about you, Jake? How's your friend?
Loki is good. He's just being a little noisy right now, so I'm trying to keep him under control. I feel really good about how this went. I mean, both of us got strengths in round 2, and we just did better. And we just had a better round 1. If it were a little closer, that Bub question would have annoyed me because I had Day of the Dead in my head. I've seen them both. I just mixed them up. But it's just I felt really good about how we played. Bill, again, had his great polls. He helped me on that last director question because I was struggling to remember the parameters of the category. So,
and I almost got to it right before we had to go to multiple. I was like, wait a minute, the guy that did the Christmas story, he did Black Christmas, and then thinking like another few seconds with it. But as soon as I heard his name, I'm like, that's got to be right. So
I'm one of the people who's not seen A Christmas Story all the way through, so that just was not coming to me right away.
In your defense, you're Jewish, so
yes,
why would you?
Why.
Yeah,
not my Christmas Day tradition to watch it on TBS or wherever it winds up. But
sure,
yeah, this was good. This was a really good match. I think Igor and Dean will be back. I think at this level. I think now that they've gone against, I hate to blow smoke up our own asses, but a team with a lot of experience playing together in high level matches. I think this is something for them to build on. I think they'll be back playing at this level. But I'm excited to go on to the next step. We're excited for that next step. Yeah.
And to be fair, I had almost exactly the same round 1 as Igor. So, I mean, we weren't that far off. So, I feel you, bud. It happens to the best of us. But, yeah, what are you going to do? So, they're great guys. I love them both. They are absolute gentlemen and a pleasure. So, I know this is the part of the interview where we get to the who's it going to be next. So, are we allowed to? Or are you just going to give us a few random vague people?
I'm going to move Dylan over here, and he can take the lead mic for a second.
Oh, sounds good. So, like I said, you'll be moving on into a number 1 contenders match. The people you could potentially be playing will either be Back to Formula or the rookie team of Annexation of Puerto Rico. So, of those 2 teams, who would you like to play?
Well, it's not. You go ahead. Let's you go first.
Now, I would always say the new team because it's fun to play, new people. It always is. So, and they are great guys. And Mark and Jake are also fantastic. They had our number the last time out. I am prepared. I did rewatch To Live and Die in LA recently because that movie fucking slaps. So I would look forward to that. I'm sure at the end of the day, it will be absolutely gentlemanly with no controversy whatsoever. And then both parties will agree that they had a time answering questions. What about you, Jake?
I echo a lot of your sentiments. I mean, yeah, obviously that Back to Formula match that we had last year was a lot. Pretty much almost everything went wrong for us in that match. We got a bad round 2 category, and then round 3 it was just kind of a mess. So I would love as much as I would like to play somebody new like we did today, and Robert and David, I think, are incredibly deserving of being in a number one contender match. I definitely want to take that scalp back to Formula. That I was pretty chill after that match, but the more that I sat on it, the more frustrated I was that we lost it. I think it was an accumulation of just like me losing a bunch last year, and I've come in this year trying to not take that too personally, but I definitely would love another shot at them should that opportunity present itself.
All right.
Oh, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Well, in that case, see you down the road. Congratulations again on the TKO. I was looking back because I could have sworn I bought To Live and Die in LA on 4K a couple days. I didn't see it. I guess I took it out of the cart or whatever. Yeah, that'll do it for us today here at Multiplex Movie Melee. Thank you everybody who showed up today. Thank you to our players, Jersey Boys, Igor and Dean, as well as our winners today, Bill and Jake. And thank you everybody who helps out the show, writing, editing, doing whatever, keep this on so all of the viewers can watch and enjoy. Thank you for Dylan doing this with me. I don't want to forget you. And everybody, just be well.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.